So what are data types? Data types are nothing but types of data. Computer computer has to deal with different types of data. For example, 1 2 numbers like 1 2 23, all these numbers, these are a specific type of data. Also, alphabets or characters like A, B, this is another type of data. So computer has to deal with different types of data. Now, where does computers where does computers hold or store these data? They store it in their memory. And I like you to visualize memory as boxes. So computer has so many boxes inside it. And what we do is we put our data or different types of data into these boxes or memory. So how do we do it? So in programming we write a statement. For example, int, we write a name of our choice in, let's say, name, int name. When we write this statement, what happens in the computer? What the computer does is it will take a box or a memory space, and what it does is it will give it the name of name. It will give it the name that we gave. We gave it the name. If we gave x, it would have named it x. So the box is named x, and we defined it as int. And what does that mean? That means we can only put integers inside it. For example, 25 could go inside, 100 could go inside, but if we try to put inside a, that's access denied. We cannot put inside a or alphabets inside this box. So we could define different types of memory locations in a computer. For example, char or char, k. That means a box, we gave it the name k, and inside it we can only put characters like a, b, etc. And numbers like 29 or 500 cannot go inside. Only characters could go inside this box. So this is the basic idea of data types. So in computers there are primitive data types. These are the basic data types. They are byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, and boolean. So what are these? So these are boxes meant for numbers or integers. Yeah, integers. So we could put 100, 1000, any kind of numbers we could put inside these boxes. So these are the type of boxes, and we give the name as we like it. We can give any name to these things. And what are these? These are for basically for decimals. For example, 2.5, 5.6, all these decimals could go inside these data types. And also numbers could also go inside. 230 means 230.0, right? So 230 could also go inside this. But decimals cannot go inside this because the space is not sufficient. What do I mean by space is not sufficient? That means there are boxes, and boxes come in different sizes. Different sizes of boxes come. So if you want to put a big thing, we could put inside a big box, but it won't go inside a small box. But a small thing could go inside a big box or a small box, any kind of box. And what is char? Char is character. It's a short form of character. Any kind of characters like A or B or any kind of Chinese, Japanese, whatever characters, Chinese or whatever, any kind of characters. Even question mark is a character. And boolean is nothing but true or false. So now let's try to understand the size of data types. So as I told, we could see data types or memory spaces as boxes, and these boxes come in different sizes. Now what do I mean by this? As you know, bit is the basic uh, unit for size in computers, and 8 bits form a byte. So if I have a byte, if the size is 1 byte, it means it has 8 small spaces inside it, 8 small bits inside it. And a bit can hold one value, either 0 or 1. So if there are 8 places inside, what does that mean? So it means it could hold numbers like 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. It could hold any kind of combination of numbers inside a byte. So that's the size. So all these data types have different types of has different sizes. So let's try to study them. There is a simple trick which my teacher taught me. It's called BSC fiddle. So what is it? 1 2 2 4 4 8 8. Now that means byte has 1 byte size, short has 2 byte, and character has 2 byte, float has 4 byte, integer has 4, double has 8, long has 8. And you should remember that boolean has 1 byte storage. Boolean has 1 byte storage, but that means 8 small bits are there. But the important thing is, what does it mean? It's true or false. And you know that in computers true is 1 and false is 0. So it means it uses only this place. Either it will be 0 here, or it will be 1 here. Rest of it will always be 0. It's of not use. It will only use this first position. Rest is just for the just simply. So that's the trick called BSC fiddle. So now when we define int a or int anything, let's give it a name, int number. We wrote int number in the computer. So what does computer do? It will, so let's say int is 4 bytes. So the computer takes 4 bytes, 4 bytes of places, and it will give it a name, number. And we could store number inside this becomes a huge packet. So we could put a huge number inside this integer. So if you what if we want to store a bigger number? Then we will write long num. So now it's long num. So now long is 8. So the computer assigns 8 bytes of memory space for this data type. So that means we could store in a much longer number. So but usually we could very well work with int. Int is pretty much enough for most of our work, and if we are trying to put in very long numbers, we could put long as a data type. And as we store different datas, one important idea you should know is that if we define a data as char ch is equal char ch, so that means the computer already has assigned its place. Now we put ch equal to c. That means we are putting c inside this box. Now if we ask the computer to print ch, what will it print? It will print what is inside the container ch. So that means the computer will print c. on the screen. So that's the basic idea of data types.